Yeah, coming back once again with the Hollywood trades. We are inside of a nice frame on Nasdaq. We are on Nasdaq, which we'll call it whatever NQ, but I use the CFD chart because I pretty much do it all on this chart anyway. So we have, I don't even know what to say. Most importantly, a reversal frame coming from this. However, I don't know how, we never know how strong the reversal frame is. For me, a reversal frame is something that sweeps the whole end of the run from bottom and top. It covers all the candles. That's the reversal. Otherwise, I would have just marked this order block. But we had this large bullish volume candle. So let's see how much volume we actually have in this candle. Yeah, hella bullish volume in this candle. Um, and so now operating within this frame, I did take a short this morning because obviously the morning session frame was a bearish engulfing candle. I'm not even going to mark this as a manipulation block like I usually do because we exist within the reversal frame. So I'm more so how it approaches the discount range of this and what it does in this bottom half of this discount range, because that is a Fibonacci. You can measure this as a Fibonacci range, and then you'll have, right. So let's just go ahead and get that that Fibonacci range right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put the actual um, let's see here, right. See Fibonacci trees, right. So I keep all this chart. So what we'll do is just and balance here for balance. And I would be very interested on, but I think we hit the and still usually will come back towards the low one more time, sweep the stops, and then come up from there from an imbalance usually. So I'll be interested to see how that works out. This is also an order block, so we could come up into that and then do that. But it would be interesting to see if we close over this and then use this IFBG as support and this bearish key level flipped as a bullish level, and then continue to complete this CRT, which would be this low, which is not being closed under, and then come back into the bearish imbalance above the range. Huge bearish imbalance to recover. That's some really nice pips to be recovered there if we can get that. So I would say that's what I would think. There's a small piece of imbalance here, but I think on NQ and on the other CFD chart that's off time with these 4 hour candles, it did completely fill. So this might be just an anomalous thing on now. But other than that, I don't project price. I don't. I mean, I know I would like to see this filled, but it got filled on other charts. So we should be able to come up into this crazy bearish drop here. The 4 hour frame is looking really neat right now with this bullish CRT is what I'm concerned about primarily in this range. As we know, candle ranges count, mother ranges count. What we're going to do also is come to the daily and kind of see, right? We do have a little bit of an imbalance here on the daily. I'm actually going to mark that. Let me pull this over. Let me pull this over. Value area low is more so here. So that's what I have for that anyway. And I'm going to mark that bearish imbalance right now. So let's go ahead and pull that over. My boy Indians, I was being funny this morning saying that I am the imbalance indicator. I just like market charts. It's actually one of my favorite pastimes. So anything that takes away my fun time, I'm really not. I'm really not. The shortcuts and stuff are cool, but I just love this so much. So that's my situation. I don't like that that's there, but actually, let me change that. I don't like having things bleed through to other time frames. So let's go ahead and take that out. If we do have a bullish CRT frame here as well. If we close above this candle's low today, so I'll just go ahead and preemptively mark this. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I usually try to make my markers for how long I think the projected delivery is going to be as well. So when I drag it over, that's usually my idea for how long it should take. So that's pretty much that. The middle of the CRT is right above the imbalance. So I usually was in the chart. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have to this week coming into the next few days. Right now, order block. I marked here as bullish level, but I didn't think that it would hold above this level anyway, so I didn't mark it. Obviously, we want to see it sweep this low. We actually closed below this low, so I could mark some bearish levels with these lows, but I'm more concerned about this and this now at this point. So, and then there's LR here, here, and here. So we got some grounds to come back into the value area and into the POC on the higher time frame. That's pretty much all I have. The weekly frame to me is still bearish AF. So that's pretty much my disposition, is that we could come back into the lows, but the daily is going to take precedence of clearing these imbalances. We could, like I always say, if we do want to short again, we want to see this whole imbalance corrected and then not closed over. And we could short back to these lows here is pretty much all I would say. Sweep these one more time and then create a bullish order block here. And then we know, right, we would attack the highs. But that's pretty much all I have. We could drop down all these and all that stuff, but it's pretty much pointless concerning the whole frame. It's minutia at that point. So that's what I have, and we'll give another update when we have time. Go ahead and share this with somebody who wants to see some cool shit.